So the other day I talked about the iPhone 8 pretty much basically almost saying 100% it's going to be getting iOS 17. Well, I wanted to recap and make the same video for the iPhone 10 because both the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 had the same chipset. They are both very similar, yet they are very, very different phones. And an interesting thing that Apple has been doing recently, which they've been kind of doing for a little bit of time now, but they've been putting a more expensive chipset on their Pro iPhones rather than their older or cheaper iPhones. And in that sense, if we take a look at the iPhone 14s, the 14 base model has a A15 chip, the more expensive 14 Pro has an A16 chip, which made me think that Apple may end up doing a thing where their more expensive iPhones tend to last longer than their cheaper ones. And I don't know, I'm still thinking, I don't know if Apple's going to be doing that here. Are they going to deviate from the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 10 all getting software updates? Or are they going to make a thing where the iPhone 10 will get iOS 17 and the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will not get iOS 17? I know that sounds super crazy. The chances of that happening are probably slimmer than anything else, but it's still an interesting thing to kind of think about. And I'm just, kind of saying it, that if Apple ends up doing something like that, I honestly would not be shocked. That would be something that probably will end up happening at some point, especially with these newer recent iPhones. But with an iPhone like the iPhone, 10, this is an iPhone that was $1,000 phone when it first came out. Compared to the iPhone, 8, that was way less expensive. I think it was $649 or $699 when it first came out. That is a big price gap. Now, that in and of itself is not going to dictate whether the iPhone 10 or iPhone 8 are going to be getting iOS 17. I think it's almost confirmed that hopefully these iPhones will get it. But when you think about that, and when you think about the iPhone 10 being $1,000 phone and it ending the same time as a $699 phone when it first came out, I don't know. I definitely do think I do feel a way about it, which that in and of itself is very, very strange. That's why I feel like a phone like the iPhone 10 could end up lasting longer than a lot of people imagine, but it just is kind of bottlenecked in this way because it just has an older chipset. So should an iPhone 10, even though it's still very capable, end up getting support dropped with it, even though it's still more than capable? Well, if you take a look at an iPhone 7 Plus, that's kind of what happened there. The iPhone 7 Plus ended off with iOS 15. When it could have easily gotten iOS 16, it probably could easily get iOS 17 as well. But I do understand Apple has to put in these kind of things here and there. But it is a kind of interesting thing to kind of think about. So the iPhone 10, in my opinion, from everything that I've kind of looked at, is looking to be, still supported with iOS 17. And I'm really happy about that. I can't wait for the iPhone 10 to get that software update. But I do look at a phone like the iPhone, 8. And even though I'm pretty much sure that's going to be getting, that version of software as well, it's still a very, very interesting thing that's about to happen. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.